So NAD is actually found in all living cells of our body. Usually when we're younger, we have higher amounts of NAD, whether it be through our nutrition. As we age, our levels of NAD go down. We're not able to convert or produce as much NAD. Think of like NAD as it kind of puts powers to every cell in our body, right? And so each cell of our body has a power plant, or I always call it a power plant. It could say the powerhouse of the cell, which is the mitochondria. And so basically NAD is able to provide power to the power plant. And so certain foods we eat, obviously our body will take ATP, adenosine triphosphate, if you want to get fancy.
I'm so amazed by how you remember this stuff.
Yeah. So our body basically will help convert the food, and basically NAD will help ATP go to the cell and put power to the cell. If we didn't have NAD in our body, we'd be on a fast track to death. Our cells would die faster, turn over quicker, and we'd age really, really quick. It's kind of classed. It's a molecule or coenzyme that basically, once again, it's found in every living cell in the body. It's considered as like an anti-aging peptide, people call it. It's used more commonly, as of recent. A lot of people try to use it for like intravenous use in a larger dose, and we could talk about the reasons they do that. We actually do an injectable form of NAD, just because once again, as we get older, our body's not able to produce as much NAD. And there's supplements you could take to help your body try to produce more NAD to be able to help put more power to the cells. But for me, I'm big into kind of filling the gap and making sure that I'm going to, you could take a supplement, and I guess we might as well talk about that. There's supplements like NMN, nicotinamide mononucleotide, or NR, nicotinamide riboside. And there's certain companies out there that produce lithium. There's True Niagen, which I actually take, and we do carry some True Niagen here for clients if maybe their budget or NAD plus injections aren't in their budget. We'll offer the NR supplement. And so that's a way to kind of get your body to produce more NAD, which helps with ATP transport to get power to the cells. For us, if we could keep the cells healthier and powered up, all cells, hair, skin, nails, eyesight, metabolic function, everything across your body is going to function better. And so you're able to kind of prolong the life of the cell, which is the anti-aging effect of that. Your metabolism, if it's better through weight loss, you're going to feel better. If your cells are firing and functioning, your immune response is better. Just from everything you do on the day-to-day, if you can improve the power to all cells in a healthy way, you're going to optimize your life. So we do offer, there's supplement versions you could take. We actually, I recommend taking NAD plus, which is an injection, a sub-Q injection. Typically we'll do a daily dose with it, a low dose, because it does come with some side effects per se. If you take a larger dose, I know a lot of clinics out there, either if they're doing injections, they do a larger amount, which could tend to make you nauseous or queasy.
Or jittery, to add to that.
Or jittery.
I get real jittery if I have too much of it.
Yeah,
I need to go for a run.
Well, think about it. You're amping the power to the cells, and so your overall cellular energy is going to be a lot better. With the intravenous use, that does have a really good benefit in place and for certain medical issues. Someone maybe coming off rehab, maybe addiction, maybe went through a traumatic event, was in the hospital, or even post-COVID, maybe they were laid up in the hospital for a while and the cells are depleted and the power's not there. Intravenous is a great way. That has to be done for some hours. It's not cheap. I know a lot of places could be in the upwards of like $7,000 to $1,000 for an intravenous drip, but you're getting a lot at one time. And so it's in and out of your system pretty quick. So we try to, and what we found that works best over the years, and I personally take it, I think I'm going on 6 years, using NAD plus injections, taking a smaller dose daily. So you're constantly providing power to the cells. You just notice your overall energy's better, your sleep's better, life's better. So there's a lot of benefits to be able to do a daily dose. And then I still supplement an oral form to actually help my body still produce its own.
Yeah, the difference between, it feels like the most popular version at the moment, or most known, is NAD through a IV drip. And that's whether or not that's because maybe first time most people heard it was from Rogan, with the whole controversy around him defeating COVID in 3 days. What I've learned from you guys over the time is that it's a very expensive and maybe not as beneficial way if you're looking for something to be a day-to-day anti-aging thing. Like what, $750 if you want to take it a month, that's a lot of money.
Right.
Versus, in a way, micro-dosing it day to day, like what you guys offer, I personally have noticed a huge difference in brain function, ability to be alert. It's been a very beneficial thing for me where I actually split it across 2 half doses through the day to have like a smaller bump.
You're
in a way.
hypersensitive.
I think so. I get really jacked with
So
that
if you did like an intravenous,
energy.
they would have to go even slower with the amount.
I'm
that
too
they
nervous
give.
after I know how 20 units feel.
But I mean,
it's-
if you don't have a medical reason for that, personally, I wouldn't recommend doing it that way, unless you have a true reason where you're going to see it, because it's going to be very expensive and it's going to be short lived. And if you're just doing it for normal longevity and health and overall like long-term use and benefit, better off doing a daily dose with it. You would it'd be a waste. But there are situations, that it would benefit to kind of put a bunch of power back to the cells and then keep that power there so the cells function and stay alive and do what they need to do.
yeah, highly recommend it, guys.